All right. This piece of paper can go away.
So we go there. I have my cloak on.
Can't wait
So
to go to
the journey fairly uneventful. As you draw nearer the city, you can see why Father Thorn warned you to protect yourself. The entire city is in the middle of this like windswept sand bowl.
So it's like Kalimshan maybe, or the anyway deserty
yeah,
type
that
thing.
kind of thing.
Yeah. Okay.
Drawing your hoods up over your faces, protecting yourself much like everybody else is. You find the almost ironically named Salty Winch Tavern. You really, somebody actually did cross it out and wrote Sandy over it. Inside, it's clean and warm, a welcome relief to the sand blasting you around outside, and you were able to spot Father Thorn in the corner. Father Thorn, as you didn't get the chance to meet him before, older dragonborn, past his fighting years, kind of looks like a Zen, like he's got that kind of calm Zen master look in some ways, with the little goatee, but he's definitely full of like fire and spirit, and is just all like ready to take on the dragons and save everybody.
Greetings,
Isn't
Father.
that what the guy looks like from Kung Fu Panda?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, a little bit like a Shifu, but a dragonborn.
So a dragonborn version of Shifu.
Yes.
So basically Shifu, like twice, like 3 or 4 times the height with scales.
Well, and instead of the short little Kung Fu master, you have the really tall, actually not moving that fast Kung Fu master.
Yeah.
Until he has to.
Yeah. So it says, welcome. It is good to see you all again. And I see you've changed your composition a little bit.
Yes.
You seemed to have set your cow on fire.
How should I take that?
Well, we were with a Minotaur before, that's why.
Oh.
So
you've replaced a Minotaur ring priest.
Okay, I'll do my best to keep my hair extinguished so that I don't disturb anyone.
Yes, they had other obligations and will join us if they're able, but
Well, indeed.
we have
Well,
found...
perhaps I should tell you why you are here.
Yes.
It seems when the blue breath of change swept through these lands, I believe people in the other lands refer to it as the spell plague.
Mm-hmm.
You might have heard
I
of
like
this
that
phenomenon.
blue. I like blue.
The blue breath of
change. I like that
yes,
better.
it was a welcome change for us, believe
Yeah.
me. Something strange happened. This element became known as dragonbane ember became found, and it's a wondrous, marvelous substance.
So you think it
It
didn't
can be
exist?
used to combat the greater dragons and really save us all. The legends say is almost instantaneously poisoned dragons. The substance can be used to make dragon-slaying weapons. It's some of the best stuff ever, as far as we are concerned. There was once this rebel stronghold, which had a huge stock of this stuff, known as Djerad Kusold, which really sounds like it's pronounced backwards, but I swear that's how it's spelled. Used to be really a thorn on the side of the dragons. However, the overlord of this area, Melanthar, the Undying One, the ruler of Melruth, formed an ancient ritual that caused the earth to swallow this city whole, which is of course now known as the Swallowed City, because we, in our legends, are not necessarily known for being subtle in these things. Every year, scores of Dragonborn set forth, who are fired up to fight the dirty, set forth to find the city, and never return. And while it does sadden me, we've had a peak of hope recently. Earlier this year, a dying Dragonborn walked into this very tavern. Its possession was a scroll that he appeared to have used as a journal, which he believes details the way to Djerad Kusold.
Great.
Give out players handout 4.
Djerad Kusold, Djerad Kusold.
D-J-E-R-A-D. Djerad Kusold. Sorry.
Djerad.
Oh, no.
DeJourney.
Players handout 4. I suggest reading
Delivery.
this. If you want to read this on your own. We'll be glassing over the vast majority of it. I never read it myself. So, but
You're not a player.
no, literally, I got this module Thursday morning.
Thursday morning.
Well, good thing it's small.
Yeah, I got the third. I'm sorry, Wednesday morning. I apologize. I got the next module Thursday. No, was it Wednesday? No, it was Thursday morning and then Thursday night. That's right, because I was able to read one on Thursday and then I printed out all 3 yesterday. So excellent. So if you would take up the task of backtracking his journey, finding where he went, and bring back the Dragonbane Amber, we believe this could really turn the tides and give us something that can truly fight our lizard oppressors. And he says this as a Dragonborn himself.
All right, then we will go and obtain this.
Oh, wonderful and marvelous. The task is important and the trek is dangerous. I advise you to stay below the jungle canopy at all times, lest you be seen by patrolling dragons. This must be a secret mission, or secretive as can be, of course.
It will be secretive,
Speaking
but
of
not
which, I'm
quiet.
not just because I'm asking for no apparent reason. What are passive insights and perceptions in the party? Who's got the high?
I have 17.
She does.
I have an insight 30, perception 34.
All right. Those both pass hard.
So I got you covered.
Thank you.
I have a 28 insight.
So there is in some places you may have to hack through jungle. There's really no telling what you're going to run across in this area. It's a very volatile land. I mean, here we have the windswept sands of a desert. Not 4 miles that direction is a over canopied jungle. But I have for each of you, perhaps a couple less than I thought, but for each of you nonetheless, a small bag. I have one of these for each of you. They might help bypass the defenses of certain creatures, including dragons.
Oh, what are they?
I wish you the best of luck. Perhaps one day you will become the greatest dragon slayers known in the lands. I hear they're already telling the tales of the heroes of Tarsith who slew the mighty Maroon Prince.
I look inside the bag.
It is a small prism. It's a kind of odd object. You can tell from your handling of many magical items in the past that has certain properties. Properties I'm about to describe.
Okay.
It is a wondrous item with an encounter power. Free action. Use this power when you make an attack that deals cold, fire, lightning, poison, or thunder damage. Change all your attack's damage to a different type on that list of your choice. You gain resist 15 of your attack's original damage until the end of your next turn.
Okay, so it's resist.
So I'm going to deal fire damage. No, it's now cold, and I have 15 resist fire.
And what's the list of types?
Acid, cold, fire, lightning, poison, or thunder. You know, dragon's breaths.
So you get resistance to the type you're originally going to do,
Yes.
and then you change it to
Something else.
Right.
So in other
So
words, you're
assuming-
fighting a tiger that does,
Yeah, you're fighting a red
But what if
dragon.
you
He has
don't
fire
have any
resistance, so you don't want to do
elemental
fire.
attacks? Does it not
But
work?
that also gives you fire resistance.
It only changes
Problem.
those kinds of attacks to another of those kinds of attacks.
But only one of
You
us
don't
will
do
get
any of
that.
those other ones? No, there's one for each of you.
Oh, we each get one. Okay.
Yes.
And it's an encounter
But
power.
if
It's an encounter power, so it's, you know, and this is a wondrous item you can pick at the end of the module.
But if you don't
If you
do
do.
any elemental attacks,
Then you're carrying around a pretty little prism.
I give it to somebody else.
I'll take it, but why is it thunder instead of
Do you-
lightning? Because blue dragons.
Who
What's my
does,
nonetheless?
I do fire
who
damage.
do you do a damage, don't you?
I do
poison
have
damage?
a.
Oh, really? Lightning's not on
I do
there?
have a thunder.
Lightning was on there. Lightning and thunder were both on
Yeah,
there.
lightning,
Poison
lightning
was
and thunder
not.
were on there.
Oh.
Poison wasn't.
Poison's on there.
I have thunder
Did you
and I
poison?
have acid.
Okay, I'll give you mine.
Okay.
My God.
I'm a potion
Resist would
of
have been nice, but I
resistance
can't activate
too.
it.
I have resist 13
I
fire
acid
damage.
bottle.
All right, so
So you're gonna want to.
while you guys are talking about this,
Here's the. You guys want to read the
Yes.
first page of the
Lunas,
journal?
Yes.
there
I
is
noticed.
a gnomish bar wench who has been spending an inordinate amount of time near your table.
Somebody is spying on us.
Let's capture and find out who he is.
Bar wench.
Wench.
Oh, Barwinch. Let's capture her and find
Our
out
winch.
who she is.
That's
Is someone going to charm her, or
that
should we
young
just
gnome
intimidate
over
her?
there has been
Or do you want me to just
a
blast
bit
her?
too interested in us.
Did you say gnome?
Gnome.
Gnome.
Yes, she's a gnome.
Nobody
She's a gnomish
knows.
bar wench.
Oh, we better grab her quick before she disappears.
Grab her.
Let's start by saying, hey, come join us, and being
I
civilized.
need another order. Come here, miss.
So she will go ahead and
And then I tell
she'll
her,
go ahead and get some more beer and sit down. I suppose you found me out.
yes, I did.
Those sharp eyes.
So,
Says something slightly disparaging about elves and elvish. Anyway,
I repeat something disparaging about gnomes and elvish.
Come on, the fae. Come on, fae folk, get along here.
actually we aren't short dwarves anymore, but that's okay.
Yeah, they're fae. This is a fellow fae. You're.
Don't care. So is this one.
Vile fairy.
No, he's not.
So I don't suppose you can.
What?
So I don't suppose you want to just tell me what's going
No,
on.
not half elf.
Oh,
Sorry.
you're right.
No, perhaps you could tell me why you're spying on us.
You don't think you're interesting people?
Of course we're interesting people.
That's not the question.
That's not the question.
Who are you spying for? And please don't try to lie to us.
Well, no.
I load my crossbow.
Oh, please, let's not be ghosts, shall we?
Yeah.
He can't help it.
You little folk really get riled up fast.
He believes in
Well,
aggressive
I've,
negotiations.
They're halflings.
You see, I've heard of the good father here. He gestures to Father Thorn, and it does not
You're back.
surprise
Hold
me
on,
that
more
he
stuff.
might find well-armed individuals to go forth and perform various deeds of daring do and suicidal glory, which the father harumphs.
But why are you
And
interested
who are you
in that?
working for?
Well, I have someone who pays me well for information from place to place.
And who is this?
Well, it's actually some people who have business in all of this area, but Tarrentur in specific. I believe your recent actions actually included the saving of my patron's child.
You're talking about
Yes,
wait a minute.
Which you guys,
Shadow Kiss.
You were talking, yeah. What'd you say there?
Shadow Kiss?
The Shadow Kiss. Are you talking about, so you
Nendril
know
Gloucester.
Nendril Gloucester?
I believe we know of who we speak, yes. Perhaps the banding them around with so much names would be such a bad thing.
Oh, sorry.
Would be not so.
Indeed.
So do you think he would be, is there something that he might be able to help us out with in this adventure here? Or does he have some interest in outcome?
Do you know?
There are great deeds happening. I mean, certainly the wise person would keep informed of such deeds.
Do you know where your patrons' loyalties fall on?
Money, of course.
Money.
But of course,
would he
but the greater good of
consider-
all in the economy is greater for him as well.
So liberation would be not
I know,
against
he's not going to sell
He
information.
doesn't object. If perhaps liberation at a profit, I'm certainly a wonderful idea. Father Thorn is just like, turning a color or two.
Yeah.
Well, I suppose you might want to know something of why we're here. And I have here a map of the area. It's amazing how the kind of things come around. I have a local spoke about this, and this will give you a +4 item bonus to your checks in scenes 1 and 2. Next encounter. Please remind me because I'm going to forget. I read this quickly.
Okay.
An elfman by the name of Tyrael. He's came back with this map, went out again, and has fortunately gone missing since. It's rather sad. I suppose you can keep an eye out for him.
Indeed.
Who's it?
An elf.
His name is Tyrael. He looks like this. Insert description here.
All right.
So yes.
Tyrell wrote the scroll that came back from the desert, the
Yes,
swallowed
well-
city.
No, that's another guy, right?
No, Tyrael's the guy who made the map that has a fairly detailed map of the area, which will
Gotcha.
give you some assistance in your search compared to while comparing the map to the journal.
The journal is from someone else.
Yes, the journal's from somebody else.
Nobody has AV1 or 2 here, right?
Has what?
Adventuring.
Adventure Vault 1 or 2.
I just have the compendium.
Does that have the
That's all you
option to
need.
buy potions?
Yeah.
But only while we're playing these mods. So.
Okay.
Okay.
I've got 3 potions.
All right.
So
excellent.
yes. All
Well,
right.
thank you.
This sounds wonderful and marvelous.
Yeah, have a gold.
Oh, you are kind and generous, good lady. Surely your patron must smile upon you and other sorts of platitudes.
Indeed. Saloon smiles on all. Do you never look at the night sky?
Normally I'm inside chatting up a handsome man, perhaps taking his wallet.
I check.
Sometimes he even gets something for it.
I check. Clearly she not me.
Look at the charisma of the rest of the party. Yeah.
You could act the guy with the highest.
Oh, so Red Dragon
Oh,
got
you
him,
might have it
huh?
higher. Nope, you do.
All right. So, I'm gonna. As fun as this little role-playing interlude was, I'm gonna move on
We're
now.
moving on.
So, who wants to go marching through the ruins and trying to find?
I do.
Excellent. We're gonna go head off from the Sandy Winch. Apparently, you're gonna involve several days of trekking through the jungle and enemy territories. Okay, so there's gonna be this is a silly mechanic. There's a couple subtle mechanics on this. It's supposed to be a multi-day skill challenge.
Yeah.
So they're
okay.
actually using a different mechanic depending on how well you do for fatigue that will come up later.
All right.
Right.
So in other words, even though it's multi-day, don't be afraid to use things.
Okay.
And it will, and success and failure matters.
I start then, I have Traveler's Feast, which I think gives us pluses, but nobody has players.
Endure elements awesome.
I have everything.
Are you're only at ritual caster now?
I believe so.
I believe so.
And we don't suffer from any pesky, like, Arcana skill anymore.
I think I've been here to do Arcana. I think you're right.
I'm +7.
Yeah. It's
Yeah,
where-
Paragon.
I know. I know. I could roll a 20. Oh,
Really
doesn't get the
+7.
hard
I'm
DC, does it?
+5.
Traveler's Feast. So you could that just makes food for 5 medium or small creatures for 24 hours.
Okay. Then,
That's not as cool.
not as cool.
Wonder if we can get something to keep the insects off, or
Well, I'm sure there are potions and ointments we can buy in town.
there's
against
Traveler's
that.
Camouflage. That's a good one. No, nothing.
No, but I am going to buy insect repellent.
Any,
You're able to, well, you have some skill in nature, right?
Yes.
You're able to buy some stuff you think
My
might be able to
+15.
combine with some things in the road to do something useful. Okay,
Yeah.
so here's the thing. To represent a day of travel, everyone is going to have to make some skill check and an endurance check.
Okay.
We're going to add them together to double the appropriate DC for what you're doing. I think it's going to be the moderate.
And is it okay to do this? Say my battle line doesn't have a shield equipped.
Sure.
March along, no shield.
Now there are secondary. When I describe the situation, everyone has a chance to apply some secondary skills. I've said this to them before. I'll say this to you. I think you heard this to me before. Yeah. If you can find a good excuse for it to work, we'll make it happen. If you can find a bad excuse for it to work, and I think it's funny, we'll make it happen.
Yep. Intimidate.
If I just think it's funny, we'll make it happen.
The library books.
Yes, intimidate the books. Yes. It's still the best example ever. So, your first day at Abeir isn't so bad. You know, just inside the tree line of the jungle, following the coast. The bugs are kind of thick. They're really getting in your way, and it kind of stinks.
Okay, can I light my hair on fire, put a leaf over it, make the smoke so that the bugs will go away?
What kind of skill check would you like that to be? You know what? Let's make it nature to find the right leaf.
Yeah, okay. 15.
15. I'm afraid you found the wrong leaf.
And
you now
now
have poison ivy. Just kidding.
You know, that's not a bad idea. Your scalp itches like you would not believe.
I'm sorry.
now, how did we end up from a deserty, dry area to a jungle?
We're going along the coast.
Yeah, well, you march out in this like windswept dust bowl. You get out of that, and there's like a jungle area where there's actually waterfalls.
Okay.
Totally. Man.
And well,
We have it on Earth.
this
On our Earth
is
we
a
have it.
fantastic realm.
Yeah.
I mean,
Okay.
Microclimes can be really harsh. So, Reed, do you have anything useful to contribute to the party?
So paying attention.
Bugs. We're walking through a big thing of bugs in the jungle.
Are we also trying to, like in the journal, he mentioned they're trying to keep from not being seen from the air.
That is true.
Be stealthy.
Do you wish to
Jack,
then?
would you be stealthy?
Would you perhaps?
Oh, yeah.
Would you wish to lead the party in how to sneak?
Because you'd be
Yeah.
good at because
Hide-
we're trying to stay
hide the
hidden from
party?
the dragons that might be flying overhead or some of their
Yeah.
servants.
And I have thieving crew, so allies gain +2 to stealth and thievery.
Excellent. Give
Cool.
us a roll.
That's what to do. That sounds great. That's a 10 plus 22, 32.
32 stealth. Awesome. That will give people a +2 bonus on to their total.
+3. Because everyone, no, +4.
No, well, no. I'm saying when people make their important check at the end of
He's
this.
setting it. So
a +2.
+2, yeah. That's good.
A lot of these taller people may not know that bugs do not stay near the edges of trees. They only go out in the middle there. So if you walk right on the tree line, you know, jumping from root system to root system, you can clearly avoid the bugs because they don't come near the trees. I don't know why this is. They stay out in the sunshine more. So I'm going to hop using acrobatics. I'm going to show them how to hop from tree root to tree root.
Sure.
Without going in the sunshine.
This amuses me enough.
This is 18 plus 11 is a 29.
29. Awesome. That's another +2 to the party.
There you go.
Kriv? If you're
this is just secondary stuff.
Well, this is just secondary, so this isn't the main skill. If you're just slogging, feel free to just slog it.
I think that's just all I'm gonna do. Yeah.
You're just slogging. Okay. Sir Valentine?
I sing cheery songs to keep everyone's spirits
hooray!
So diplomacy?
up. It's a world of laughter.
As a halfling, can I assist him in the cheery song?
Okay, that's a horrible 26, but of course I am a master diplomat, so I will re-roll this. That is much better.
2.
Didn't you say it was a 26 already?
Yeah, but
26 didn't make hard DC.
28's hard DC. That's not acceptable. So we're going to go with 37.
There it is.
With that kind of roll, I have to let that. Even if you had to pick the wrong song.
Even though it's that crappy song that he likes to whistle and sing, because he relishes in
Is that like the
being
7
annoying.
dwarfs?
But you know what?
I'm
The
sure
good
you
thing
know
is,
that.
the good thing
Sounds
is, you
like
get it in
from
4
some
different
Disney
languages.
movie. It's small.
Okay, now
That
Sounds very
okay,
Disney.
now if you can
Yes.
switch languages every word, I will be impressed. Okay, Runes, do you have something to add to the party?
I actually do. I've been kind of watching these bugs to see if they seem attracted more to a particular person, their scent, or something that they're carrying, or something like that, that I think I can rig up something behind us, or something that I would drag where they would be more concentrated on that. As an example, when you put honey out at the picnic, and all the bugs go there, type of
like
thing.
that.
Just
So
throw
I'm
more leaves on his
using-
head.
I'm using my perception to try to
Give me a roll.
to see.
Build a better mousetrap.
Yeah. 25.
Oh, beautiful.
25.
But wait a minute.
You know,
I
Those
rolled
are the
a one.
AL14 numbers, right? Do we
Oh
have
no,
lower
it's attack
numbers
with
now?
Those are
save.
the lower
That's
numbers,
not
yeah.
a skill
Oh,
check.
those are
Right.
lower.
All right, so that's
Wait, I have elven equity. That's every encounter, right?
No, but
That's not for
that's
skills.
attack rolls.
Well, again, attack rolls.
Yeah.
I have nothing that lets me re-roll a one that's on.
You got pretty high though.
All right, so
Yeah, but I
once
didn't
again,
get
a
that.
+4 to the party. No, +6.
+6 with
Plus-
the song.
Okay, so everybody must roll me an endurance check. You don't have to tell me this number. Just note it for yourself.
Oh.
Now, then your official traveling skill, which at this point will be defined
Yeah,
as
natural
athletics,
one.
acrobatics, or nature.
Okay,
We'll
so
go with nature.
athletics, acrobatics, or nature. Nature.
Oh, that's bad.
Acrobatics.
All right, now add those two numbers +6.
Oh, math. Okay. That's really meant. So add the two.
42.
The 2 skill checks.
So it's 37
Wow.
plus. Hold on, 37
I'm gonna
plus
weak link this one.
endurance
How'd
is
you do,
8
Nathan?
plus 7,
You're-
and nature is 15.
The total you're looking for in all those numbers is 40.
Oh,
We can write
So I almost did that on my
here,
roll.
not
Give me the
dry.
numbers again. It's
Endurance
this
plus
roll
acrobatics plus 6.
Your endurance
plus
roll
acrobatics plus
plus your
endurance.
acrobatics roll +6.
And we have to beat
Paladin
40.
says he knows
40.
light traveling.
Okay.
Scott, I didn't beat 40.
Oh, thank you. You made your 40?
I did not. I'm at 32.
I
Okay.
critted my acrobatics. I got
even with the
41.
6?
Okay,
that
so-
wouldn't help him though. It'd still be a 38.
Everyone who fails this,
Wait,
note that you
can
have.
I give him my extra point?
No, you cannot. Everyone who
Trust
fails
me,
this total,
I
note
wish.
that you have a fatigue point.
Oh, 1 fatigue point.
So who besides
How many people
Who
failed?
failed?
How many won?
I have 46. What do we need?
Win. You need 40.
Okay.
So win. We have a 40. What? 45 win.
I rolled high
Win.
to get that.
I hear 3 wins. Good. You don't have another fatigue
I won.
point for the group. Win. Oh, awesome. So win the 2 people who
I
failed.
had a 65.
No, I didn't
Special
fail.
about this.
You
got
did
a
not? Okay.
43.
43. Okay.
I'm still elated. This in no way dampens my mood, and I'm extremely positive about
House
this
of
mission
Sharos, I have
overall.
no choice but to be trained in endurance. Of course you are. I don't like to wear out.
Our
Okay,
manic
excellent.
friend is not.
So that was the first day. Second day. The good news is there's not as many bugs.
The bad news is
There's an occasional dragon flying overhead, though, and other things that are other creatures at ground level seem to be trying to track you down. You stumble across this one four-headed thing, but you're kind of able to get by it eventually.
that one we read about in the
This is
journal.
not purple.
So,
Or green.
Any relation to the consort that we fought?
No.
Then look.
not really. It's
No,
not
okay.
purple. No.
Okay.
Okay, so let's go ahead and have people. So, it's another jungle-ish travel day, but this time less bugs, more stuff to avoid. Let's go around the table. You seem to have an idea. Let's go the other way this time.
To avoid. I'm going to use my nature to find paths that seem clearer and easier to walk, but still have concealment, where we're less likely to trip or break branches and make noise.
Sure. Give me a roll.
That seems way too logical to me.
30,
1 gazillion.
33,
Plenty good.
Actually, I think it was a 40.
18 plus 15.
There's a +2.
Oh, nature. Sorry, I thought you were.
Sonia Valentine.
No.
Okay. Let's keep everybody's spirits up. No, let's. I'm going to try to fool creatures into thinking maybe we're something that they don't want to mess with.
Oh.
Bluff?
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
26.
26. That's a good enough idea. I like it. I'll count it.
Can I make scary noises and growling sounds to try to?
Otherwise, I'll just sing every day.
Intimidate the things.
I
that
like
are-
the singing. The singing was
All right,
working,
so you're
man.
gonna scare things away.
Yeah, try to scare
Awesome.
stuff
Give me an
off.
intimidate,
Remember, you're +2 to your intimidate.
but sneakily somehow.
Oh no!
I get +2 to it.
Yes, from
That's still
No,
20,
no,
21.
21. That is not going to cut it this time, unfortunately.
Yeah.
It's
I rolled a one. I rolled a
hard,
1.
It's a hard balance you're trying to strike.
Yeah.
I'm gonna, in an effort to keep team morale up, right? I'm gonna begin not only writing poetry and songs based on his great rhythm to the glory of the team, but I'm also gonna start a vicious game of I Spy with my little eye. and most
Vicious
importantly, I'm going to be cheating aggressively while playing I Spy, and then using my diplomacy skill to make everyone stay on board and recognize the great leadership
Give me
I'm
a roll.
providing. That's a 19.
On the die?
Yeah.
Okay. Somehow I Spy inspires you. Don't ask me
That's
how this
right.
works.
It's the greatest
Please
game
don't
ever.
ask me how this works.
Time flies when you play I Spy. You're up, Jack.
Jack.
Spy.
This is probably a perfect day for you. We're trying to sneak and avoid things.
Yeah.
Yes.
make it stealth day.
Yeah, I don't need stealth to try to show everyone like how to stay under shadows and slow.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh!
That's a 1.
What's the number?
Plus, that's a 23 stealth.
Okay, so the rogue just vanishes. You guys don't know where he went. It doesn't help.
He didn't
He's just
teach us
gone.
anything, but he's safe.
Yeah, he's just gone.
Catch you later.
Okay, I guess. Wait, we're still in a jungle area.
Yes.
Right.
Okay, I'll try to intimidate the wildlife and tell them to stay away.
Okay, we're more intimidating of the wildlife.
You got to
Bring
do
it
better
on.
than I did.
You get +2 to intimidate from.
Oh, it's a bad cop, good cop.
20.
No, I'm worse cop.
Oh, you got the same thing I did.
All right, so we're looking at a +6 to your totals. We have the endurance check, and then the acrobatics, athletics, or nature again.
There you go.
So the same arithmetic as last round.
Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did anybody fail by 4? Because we have a +4 item bonus because of the map to the first 2 scenes.
That's a very good point.
Good point.
I would have succeeded.
The second one?
I was at 32, plus the 6 is 38, plus the 4 would
Okay.
have been 42.
So
you
you
don't-
take away
so
your
you
mind.
don't
take away
have
that
fatigue.
one.
One of my
That's good.
fatigue points.
Okay.
Now, okay, now what was the formula to take our numbers?
You add your numbers, and then you got a +6 on the assist again.
Okay.
Right, and
So
then
your
plus,
total you're looking for is 40.
Okay.
and a total of +10. +4 item bonus from the map and +6 from assist. And then it's the same skills for the second skill.
Yeah, it ends up being the same skills.
Temporary on it?
Ruh-roh.
Because I like people doing silly things, you get to do a different set of secondary. You're supposed to do a different set of secondary skills, but this time it just worked out awesome.
We did try for the most part.
53.
Tried
Oh, I
to.
So
did,
I'm good.
45.
That's all you can muster?
That's all I can muster this time.
Did we make it or not make it?
Oh,
It's an individual at this place.
how'd
Oh,
you-
I made it, yeah. It's hard for me to feel.
So go around. What are the totals?
My total was 53.
43.
I have at least 45. I'm not sure about
45.
the. There's some more bonuses in there though.
I got
Basically, your 2 die rolls
All right,
plus
so
10.
you're made of awesome.
Yes.
We are.
Apparently, you guys are made of awesome. You can travel like nobody's business.
I rolled a 16 and 17 on those.
So you break camp on the 3rd day. You take you're now getting out of the forest. No game, you're getting away from the shoreline and just go due west straight into the forest. There's no game trails or anything to guide you here. So you just gotta fake it.
So we're going towards the mountain, though,
Is
right?
this scene 3 now?
We are at scene 3, yes.
Okay, so we
the
do
item
not get
bonus-
the plus 4 item bonus at this point.
But that's okay. You don't need as much in the way of. There's no more fatigue checks to be made. I don't believe.
Okay.
Yeah. Does anyone have a fatigue point?
I don't think so.
Awesome. So there were only a -2 penalty to initiative checks and their healing surge value.
Oh.
Cumulative.
Ugly.
And if you got 3 of them, you'd also be slowed and weakened.
Oh, ugly.
There's a couple things you can do to get rid of them,
But
including 2
feeling
days of complete
endurance
rest.
is
Drink.
never good.
You drink.
Feeling endurance is never good.
So as you guys are pushing through the jungle, occasional swampy regions, there's some deep spots. There's some things almost you see the occasional deep spot that just has like a little like the bubbles of water, like there's something just, like, under there.
Oh, like something breathing underneath
Yeah,
there?
exactly. You're not having too much trouble until you get to one spot which you think might give you a lot of trouble, mostly because of the large crab-like creatures that look up at you guys, make loud noises, and charge.
That would be
That's always a
clue.
bad sign.
Ain't it just?
Initiative?
There will indeed be initiatives, yes.
So go ahead and give me.
All right, since this map is printed, this is a map that requires color and is printed in black and white, so I'm really going to be faking it. I may just make my own map.
Oh, I
Okay,
took
Sir
that.
Valentine.
26.
Warforix.
Scale it.
Reed.
Sorry.
Initiatives.
11.
I got 19.
Oh, show up.
21.
I rolled a natural
Kriv.
1.
Kriv.
He rolled a 20 plus
34. I took him.
The wisdom one.
I rolled a natural 1 and still
What's
beat
that?
him.
+3. And if you use a PowerPoint, it's +6 to your initiative.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How many
I
power
really
points do
hope
you
this
have
crab
at this
guys
point?
know that could be.
6.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
So
Wait
for
a
me,
minute.
it's worth
Deer.
one.
Yes.
What kind of character? What are you?
I'm an ardent.
Ardent.
Leader.
What is
An
that?
elated.
So it's kind
an
of
elated ardent.
a manic depressive.
Okay.
I'm super enthusiastic.
No, no,
He's
no,
manic
I'm gonna
right now.
use
Great.
Something.
Mostly.
Have you ever had crab soup?
Yeah.
Where is it?
Crab ramen, dude. This is gonna be awesome. We're eating these guys for sure.
Can we bring some of this back to the guy who made the eel soup? Imagine what he can do with this.
Yeah, absolutely. We're bringing all this back.
Right there, uncanny instincts.
Okay,
got
I'm going to
some
use
for
the daily
$10 a
uncanny
pound.
instincts. And me and Reed now have our initiatives at
Reed or deer?
passive perception 34.
You mean deer or reed?
Deer.
Wait,
He had an
Deer.
11.
Okay.
Okay, so
Or do you want to move up the striker?
yeah, because
Oh, sure, I'll move up the
I
striker.
need good. I failed my initiative.
So we have 3 at 34.
I'm fine.
Kriv, what is your initiative modifier?
Won't be as high as your guys.
+14.
So he beats us, right? He beats me, right?
No, he goes last.
My modifier's plus.
Yours is plus 24. Because you're using your
Because I'm
perception.
using. And what's yours?
Same
plus
thing.
18.
Plus 18?
It's
Well,
the same
because-
thing.
because he's using yours instead, does the same thing. So you guys just pick who
Okay.
goes first.
Okay, he goes first.
So just put.
All right.
plus,
Okay, so it's.
He's gonna have to
daylight,
draw out the
there's
map,
that,
though, so I can
find
figure out what
something.
I'm
Okay.
How I'm gonna move when I roll my initiative.
Water
I'm hoping
is
that
10 foot
means that we
deep.
beat them.
Okay, so I'm gonna fake a map
Dragonbane?
vaguely based on this.
And I used uncanny instinct.
We want
I hate crab.
well, while he's faking
Hate
him out, I think I have no
I think
choice.
that would be a
Crab
Oh,
people.
pass
Oh,
around
pass
the
out the
walnut cookies,
cookies.
man. Yay!
Yay!
So is this time for the South Park crab people thing? Crab people, crab people.
Scott, you want a cookie?
Sure, good man.
Mine
Oatmeal
go
raisin.
on.
There it is.
Thank you.
Just pull one out for Paul. Okay, Paul's got it.
Yeah, Paul will get one.
Oop, oh, nice cookie.
Paul gets 2.
Oh. He's collecting all the
There's
pieces.
more than enough, so here, take the
They're
other
good.
half of that. Because
They need coffee
I think
though,
the last
don't
time
they?
there
We
were
go
people
with
that
coffee.
didn't take
You
any.
bring a
Or
coffee
tea.
up?
I brought tea up, so.
You've infected Jack. He's drinking tea these days.
What kind do you get?
I do the orange blossom or the Earl Grey.
You do the orange blossom. It's kind of like really bitter.
It is bitter.
I like the chai.
Well, I dropped.
The non-sweet, you know, the regular.
Part
Yeah.
of my cookie.
The
I like it
Tazo
too.
chai.
Yeah, I was trying at the beginning of all this
I
saying,
never
okay,
go to
sugar
Starbucks, but I
bad.
like homemade peppermint.
Okay.
Super good.
Not like homemade, but bags. They do.
Sugar make me happy.
Sugar awesome.
Me happy better.
We agree. Oh, I'm sorry. I was supposed to be that forceful.
You were supposed to agree.
I apologize. I was supposed to be that forceful though. I apologize.